Hey everyone, it's Eric from EP Autos, your libertarian car guy, and today I just want to talk about radar detectors. You can see my Valentine 1 here, which I'm a big booster, big fan of. It's the one I use, obviously, when I drive. However, it has a problem, and it's not unique to the V1. It's a problem that all radar detectors have. You can see around me there's there's no traffic, and there's certainly no cops. Look behind me. But as we drive here, you will probably notice that my V1 will periodically go off on K-band. A few years ago, well actually up until rather recently, the only false positives that you'd get for the most part were on X-band, which is an old radar band that was used maybe back in the 70s and even in the 80s by police, but which now is pretty much confined to use by automated doors, such as you'd find at a grocery store, for example. And really the only bands that you have to concern yourself with as far as police radar are K and KA bands. And the V1 is really good at sussing those out and telling you where the cops are. But here's the thing I wanted to talk to you about. A lot of new cars, I'm driving a 2015 Acura TLX here, have various safety systems that use radar or laser to sense the proximity of other vehicles. And these radar and laser sources from within the car can trigger the V1. Now you see how it just went off? And it can also be triggered by the passing of other cars behind you. I just got passed in the opposite lane by a couple of cars, and the system, the radar detector here picked them up because this car has collision mitigation technology that senses objects in the car's path, and that triggers these false positives. Also, because other cars radiate these signals, like in particular, I find that Audis and Infinitis are culpable in this respect. You might be driving along, and coming at you from down the road is a new Audi or a new Infiniti, and it'll make a radar detector really go haywire. And it's kind of annoying. And I've actually spoken with Mike Valentine, who is, of course, the guy who, see, there it goes again, the guy who designed the original Escort back in the 70s and who now runs Valentine 1 radar detectors. And he explained that it's a trade-off. You know, in order to have the sensitivity to pick up cop radar, it's also going to sometimes pick up some of these other non-cop sources of K and KA band. And they are working on fine-tuning out the sensitivity of it, but it's going to be difficult because fundamentally the signal is similar. So it's just a little of a bit of an annoyance, a little more electronic clutter that we all have to deal with because of safety, my favorite thing. You can tell I'm being facetious, tongue-in-cheek about that. At any rate, just wanted to hip you guys to that. Come on down to epautos.com for more. Give us your clover videos. If you don't know what a clover is, look on the left-hand side of the main page for some examples, and on the right-hand side of the page for a description. I'm about to pass a clover in front of me. This guy in front of me is a Prius clover. Most Prius drivers are clovers. And I'll show you how we deal with a clover in just a moment as we round this curve and I get my line of sight and I get a legal passing zone up, got cross traffic. Clover. Oh, I notice Clover picks up speed because it gets straight and he probably senses I'm going to pass him. Bye-bye, Clover. Anyway, we'll catch you all on the flip.